Hey guys, how's it going? Kripparrian here. Today I want to give you guys a World of Warcraft video. That's right, you heard that correct. World of Warcraft Midnight. They're sponsoring this video, and I got a chance to play for the first time in a long time the game that basically started my online presence. It is actually Kripparrian from World of Warcraft. Some of you guys recognize this logo. If you go through my video library, you will see the oldest videos are of World of Warcraft. I've had to take a number of them down because, it's been so many years. There's been like issues with, a number of updated guides and stuff, but some really big guides are still some of the most popular ones out there. And it is a game that has, in a large way, shaped me as a person on this world, not just the World of Warcraft. So when they asked me to check out and see what the game is like in the modern, now new expansion release, World of Warcraft Midnight, I of course said yes. So before we get into too many other details, I'll just kind of go over some of the stuff that I did. So World of Warcraft Midnight launched just a few days before this video has come out, and there's of course a lot of lores, the absolute peak of cinematic artistry in the gaming verse. World of Warcraft cinematics are second to none, and of course you get that immersive experience. There has been quite a different number of new focus when it comes to this expansion release. They had a lot of updates. They tried to polish the experience for returning players and new players, and that's why I ended up making a new character to experience some of it. So when you make a new character, you can choose kind of like the old path to start in like the starting area as you used to. Like you make a troll, you go through the barrens, you go to the Orgrimmar, all that. But you can also choose a new path, and it is one that basically has you a more refined and polished experience that gives you the mechanics and kind of, gets you going a lot faster if you've never played the game before or if you haven't played the game in a long time. And it is the Exile's Reach. It took me a little bit over an hour, but I generally took my time just to kind of figure things out. And overall, it was a pretty cool experience. The quests all seemed fairly straightforward, and you kind of get the idea of the navigation, at least from a hunter. Of course, I made a hunter. You get to experience again, how it works with pets, how it works with introductory builds. Now, I also got the version of Midnight that came with a character boost, so after I completed this, I ended up using a character boost that got me to level 80 and got like some starter gear. So they have this system now where you can do this, and this boost basically gets you to the point that roughly a mediocre character from the previous expansion would be at. So you're basically right at the starting line for the new expansion content. And that, of course, is really cool. Back when I used to play World of Warcraft, this was not a thing. When a new expansion came out, players that hadn't played recently, they, in some cases, didn't have a very easy time catching up even to the starting point of new expansion release. So with Midnight, it is pretty easy to do. You basically pick a character, use your boost like I did, and kind of just start and see where everyone starts on new expansion content. And I did just that. Basically, I won't spoil too much of it, as you'll see a bit in the video. There is kind of the invasion to the Sunwell once again, and you are tasked with cleansing it, defending it, and a whole number of other things that I'm sure. You face the void and light in a reimagined Kel'Thas and Silvermoon City. That's the new story campaign. And the really big thing that came a little bit before the expansion release is housing. And housing is very interesting. Among their focus to kind of onboard players, you kind of go from the new starting point, then you can do some of the quests in the new content, and then you can continue and move to housing. Look at that. Here we are. This is my house. Again, I didn't spend like a lot of time kind of putting this together, but I did what I could. So before we get on the inside, I want to show you guys my crib here. So it's decorated in the starter decorations, where we have one of these trees, and then one of those trees, and then one of that bush, but then we have like 2 of those grass patches and 2 of those grass patches. Kind of how it works. Now, there are a lot of decorations. There are like some budgeting things, so you can't just like fill up with absolutely everything. You can kind of see there the place decor. They have a catalog where you can see like all the different things that are available, and there's decorations I didn't even know that I had, because in some cases they are from like promotions in other games. Like I have like a Diablo chest, I guess, which is pretty cool. Anyway, so before we get inside, I want to show you guys one of the decorations. You can have like the portal to Outland. Mine is of course hidden behind this great palm tree. And then I put, of course, a door, because, you know, you can't just leave it open. I mean, you know, that's just irresponsible. Those demons will just, yeah, you know. So we open, and then, well, nothing happens. It's not an actual portal to Outland. It's also shrunken down, I don't know, maybe 10, 15-fold. But yes, this is my house. And I didn't really go over it too much, because I haven't really min-maxed or anything like that. But a lot of the class stuff that they did was really cool. You are not seeing double. Beastmaster hunters actually use 2 pets at all times. And you kind of have like the main pet, and then you have like the auxiliary pet. The auxiliary pet can't die. And chat, let me know that it's a good idea to have your tankier pet as your main one, because you can kind of keep it alive, and the other one just doesn't die. You can kind of go glass cannon on it. There's still so much for me to do. But even boosting a character after playing it to, like, I don't know, it was like level 12. I boosted it to like 80, and then I got a whole slew of new abilities. By the time I was done the new, like, versus the Void quest line, like just the introductory part of it, I have pretty good mastery over the abilities. Now, granted, I've played World of Warcraft before, but not with most of these abilities. So it's interesting, because I feel like World of Warcraft was maybe more intimidating when there was less stuff in it when I played many years ago. Nevertheless, this is my house. I believe you can upgrade even the outside the house. It kind of works with like levels, and you basically like do decor, and I think you just wait it out. Like as time passes, you get experience, I think. And as you can get that, you can get like different stuff. You can get more decor placed. The medium-sized house exteriors. So, yeah, ideally, of course, it's World of Warcraft. You play more, you can do more stuff. All right, now just keep in mind, I know some of you guys might be, okay, like that image, look, it's not going to look like that right now, okay? It's got some work to do. So it's a little bare bones, but, you know, we got Onyxia. I mean, okay, right? Yeah. So this is what I came up with. I actually thought the bookshelves would come with books in them, but there is so much that you can do to configure these things, and every element is something that you can take, you know, rotate around and place it just right as you will. And yeah, this is my place. I overbought the candles. They weren't expensive, and I don't think they take too much decor. I sleep there, dude. Yeah. It's pretty cool. Pretty cool. This is my chest from Diablo. I don't think it acts as anything. I think it's just simply decor. But yeah, if you guys have never stepped foot in the World of Warcraft, now is a great time to try. It's one of those things where World of Warcraft really has lasted. It really has bested the test of time for MMOs. When I streamed last night, the category on Twitch had like 50,000 viewers, and it was like the middle of the night. So pretty crazy overall. I was pretty taken by it. If you guys do want to check it out, I do have a link for you guys in the description below. You can click and check out the new Midnight expansion from World of Warcraft. And of course, I want to thank World of Warcraft for sponsoring this video. Hope you guys enjoyed it. Maybe check out some of my other World of Warcraft videos to kind of see my humble beginnings. Till next time, take care.